Now, right after I made a tweet on Twitter in which I posed some questions for Kamala Harris, in the back of my house, there is the sound of power equipment. Now, this is not a unique thing, because I've been a government gang stalking target since 2006. And one of the techniques that they use in government gang stalking is noise with power equipment. You can take a look at my website and you will see police who were disturbed by the city manager of Stockton, California. And there was a pay dispute. And so what they did was they bought the house right next to the city manager of Stockton, California, for the express purpose of making construction noises to disturb him. And the article mentioned gang stalking police. Now, I've been a gang stalking target since 2006. Started in Newburgh, New York, and had a new neighbor move in next to me. Didn't like us as neighbors. I have a profoundly mentally handicapped brother, and got us on this list. And essentially, I've been gang stalked for 18 years. Now, what are the tactics that they use in government gang stalking? They use noise. They use construction noises. They use power equipment noises. I call it unremitting harassment, which is a tactic that they took from the Stasi in East Germany. And essentially, they use mobbing. They use what the FBI calls conspicuous surveillance, the color red. So in other words, I come out of a store and a red car passes in front of me. I go out of my house and a neighbor might have red on. And this has been going on every day for the last 18 years. So I just wanted to point out to you now, the noise has stopped as I'm talking here in the back of my yard. But I just want to point out to you that this is what I go through in government gang stalking. And this was a program started by the FBI. In the Bush-Cheney administration, they changed the guidelines for the FBI, and they made it so that you didn't have to have suspicion of wrongdoing in order to surveil a person. And the main thing about government gang stalking is its surveillance. They surveil you wherever you go. They even surveil you in your own house. When I had a little dog, I used to call him Cat, and nobody knew this because it's just me and my brother in my house. And when I was walking along the street, a woman said to me, "Oh, what a nice little cat." Now, that's one of the things they do in government gang stalking. It's called gaslighting. So I just wanted to point out to you that I just made this post on Twitter. It was questions for Kamala Harris because the news media doesn't seem to know which questions to ask her. And so I just put down some questions for Kamala Harris. And immediately in the back of my house, there was power equipment noise, which I noticed because I've been a government gang stalking target for 18 years. And that's one of the tactics that they use in government gang stalking. Now, am I saying this noise in the back of my house is as a result of government gang stalking? I have never said in the total of 18 years that anything that has happened to me is government gang stalking. A particular person does it because I'm not a mind reader. I don't know people's intentions. And this is a program in government gang stalking where they use ordinary, everyday things to harass. And so any ordinary, everyday thing could be government gang stalking. But the thing is that there are patterns in government gang stalking. So in other words, if I make a comment on Twitter, and right after it, right next to my house, there is the noise of power equipment, that would be a government gang stalking pattern. And that's all I say. I never say this person is a government gang stalking. I only say this is a government gang stalking pattern. Now, we have to end this program, and I believe there's only one person that would end it, and that is RFK Jr., who is now supporting Trump if he were Attorney General. However, he would like to be involved with the health of children, So he's not going to be the Attorney General. My second choice for Attorney General would be Mike Lee. All right, so I'm going to stop now. I just wanted to show you what my house is like when I make a comment that somebody doesn't like on Twitter, or what it's been like for the last 18 years. Noise, harassment, mobbing. When I try to get onto Twitter, my passwords are scrambled. When I try to get any place, and my computer is always compromised. There's nothing that I can do about it because it's the FBI and Citizen Corps. In other words, just like in the Stasi in East Germany, now a percentage of our population gang stalks. So what I say is, help me to expose government gang stalking. Go to stopgangstalkingpolice2.com, and my original website was stopgangstalkingpolice.com until they made it so that I couldn't post on that one anymore. All right? Thank you for listening. Please realize that it isn't just Trump that's had the government weaponized against him. Ordinary people like me, I'm a 75-year-old person taking care of a profoundly retarded, mentally handicapped brother with no self-care skills. It's people like me who have had the government weaponized against them. In other words, somebody in my neighborhood 18 years ago when I lived in Newburgh, New York, made out a suspicious activity report, and this program, government gang stalking, was in place. Thank you for listening.